Hello, fellow brand ambassadors and hopefully new friends in the house. You are once again welcome to another brand new day. Today is Monday, the 1st of May 2023, and I hope we all are doing okay. I hope you had a great day today, being a public holiday or bank holiday as it's called here in England. Yeah, sure. A few people have asked why we are not going live yet on O Connect, why we're not attending our webinars on O Connect. The answer is simple. We are still trying. We're still testing our product and feeding the system AI with information, with as much data as they need. So we're not ready yet to go live. It's getting better and better every day as we're trying. So the best thing for us now is to keep testing and testing, trying a lot of stuff and playing with it. However, let's see what this second week of the free trial has for us. When it's time, definitely we are going to be on top of it. All of us are excited. Hello, Anita.
Good evening, everyone. Excuse my dulcet, husky tones. Had a really bad throat, but I'm here anyway. That's what antibiotics do.
Yeah, sure. I know you
Good to
can
be
always do
here.
anything for ONPASSIVE. Yeah, hi, Collins. Can you unmute yourself so that we can at least hear your voice?
Voice is always God. Hello, everyone. Good to be here again for another edition of O Connect. So, as the heading says, O Connect is addictive. We are great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. O Connect is addictive indeed, and a lot is happening. The new top that we just heard about last weekend, as it stands, Egypt being the next or the newest destination where ONPASSIVE has just landed. Great excitement. I know we had a discussion about it yesterday during the Heroes webinars. Anita, you were not on Heroes. I don't know if you've still got excitement to share about the new top before we move on to O Connect.
Yeah, I wish could have been on yesterday, but I couldn't speak at all. But it's just been so exciting, hasn't it? Since Saturday, and that was just so mind blowing to know that we're also in the Nile Towers. And our offices obviously looking over the pyramids, and I just have to keep pinching myself. I've said this before. Just have to keep pinching myself to make sure I'm just not dreaming. I mean, the thing is, it just doesn't stop surprising us, and it's just so amazing. And then, I mean, jumping up and down with excitement, and you just want to see excitement in other people, and you just want to get them to understand why we're so excited. And it's just, as I put to somebody only today, was you've got to just think that when we having 2 whole floors in the Burj Khalifa was just amazing. Obviously this on top as well now, it's just I'm just lost for words, actually. I've got to say it, and it's just I just can't even describe how amazing it is. It's just makes you realise how privileged we are. I've always known we're privileged, and I've said to somebody today, really, just look at the videos. You didn't see it, just watch those. There's a couple of short videos, and that in itself, let's put it. It's a bit like what Ash said before. If that doesn't excite people, I think they need to go to the hospital and check they've got a pulse. To be honest, that's all I can say. I've not stopped being excited since Saturday.
I know, Anita, like you rightly say, it's a privilege indeed, because before ONPASSIVE, I've never known that people do start off their businesses, especially of this magnitude, and call people like me to be part of it, right? So it's quite a privilege, and I think you can say that again. So Collins, I know we've been on this, but then what do you think would be the significance of ONPASSIVE landing in Egypt, North Africa? What is the significance of it to Africa, to the world, to the business?
Wow, this is really good. Egypt is strategic because we are talking about the second largest economic in the continent of Africa. And then we look at the geolocation as well of Egypt. Is situated at Sub-Sahara, which border Africa, the whole of Africa continent, and then the Gulf state. It's just like that connection between.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about ancient civilization. We're talking about 30 million tourists visit Egypt a year, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So we're talking about Dubai. We're talking about we've moved from Dubai and now we are in Egypt. So, and if you look at Africa again, it is the third largest populated continent in the world. You're talking about China. I think India will be the highest now, and then China. China is the first. India, and we're talking about Africa. So this is strategic for Africa. And then you look at Egypt. They already have the infrastructure. Everything is just there for ONPASSIVE to land. So ONPASSIVE can move through the north of Africa, and then what will happen? Every development, rural development, it will create job opportunities for Africans. We're talking about, they will look at what Africans really need. Because Africa always look at the need of the people and how ONPASSIVE can benefit the people. So it's a win-win situation for both Africa and for ONPASSIVE. So that's a massive achievement, honestly.
Yeah, indeed it is, because Anita, listen, this thing is just crazy, because we're just like, sometimes when you look at something from far away, you are just like, anyway, it's for those people. I remember when we were discussing, was it Women's Day, where they were talking about bringing more women into the digital world. You remember the story of the girl in Rwanda, Anita? We were here on that evening, if you can remember. She was a typically village grown girl. She told her mom, I want to go into the IT. The mom says it's for the rich people, it's for the city people, and so on. That's how ONPASSIVE would have been until it now hits the continent, and Africans will definitely draw closer to it. Say, all right, what's it all about then? Just for my mom or my grandmom to discover that they have a place on ONPASSIVE. Because whether you like it or not, people back home are gifted with one thing or the other. There are things that some kind of vegetables, for example, that we cook in the city in a one way, but there's a particular way that when your grandmother cooks it, it's different. Imagine her doing that on O Connect, on Academy or stuff like that. Just do short videos and putting out there. This is total freedom for everybody. However, Mr. Ash Mufare ever came about this, however God chose to use just the right person, we can only appreciate what is happening, and it's going places. It's going to change life. It will touch every single soul around the world, especially given that brand ambassadors are proving that they have caught the vision and they are ready for the work. So I think it's such a wonderful thing. So Anita, before we move to All Connect, I know that Egypt is either people have been there or it's on their bucket list of places to go to. What is it for you? Have you been to Egypt, or are you planning to go to, and you have more reason now?
Look, I've not been to Egypt. I haven't. Um, Now, I mean, God, is it more likely that I'd like to go now? Yeah, yeah, of course, because if we was to get to choose, if we was to get to choose, which office would you like to go to? It's a very difficult one because I've been to Florida once and I loved it, so I'd quite like to go again. I
Right.
mean, Egypt, you think to yourself, I mean, just being able to go there and the pyramids and stuff like that. Then there's Dubai. I mean, it's just so difficult. I think really any one of us founders, it doesn't matter which office it would be. If Ash invited us there, we would happily go, would we not? Whichever one it is. And and so yeah, there's going to come a day when obviously we're going to be in a situation where we can take time out to go and do that, even if we're not invited there. We're going to take time out to go and visit those places. It's just not always going to have been something that people could have afforded to do, but our lives are going to change very soon, so we might be able to kind of start slotting those in. But certainly with an invite, um it's hard. I don't know which one I prefer to go to at the moment. I really don't. Any one of them.
I know it's just good news that we're faced here with problem of choice. However, we have the time. Who knows? We may go around all of the places. We don't need to go into this office. The offices are there. We should let the people doing their job to do it, but then we visit it just to have that feel that, oh yeah, I've got more reason, I've got business here, I've got interest here. That's why I'm visiting the country, the city, and so on. So I think it's all fun. So, like I said, or we saw boldly on the flyer for tonight, says, "Oh, Connect is addictive." Guys, just let us know in the chat. Type as much as you can. What have you been doing? Are you like me? I don't want Collins to embarrass me, because he will surely want to tell you what I do when I take control of the of the co-host. I go on the resound. There's this particular button I can't stop pressing on. So guys, let's share. What have you been doing? Are you feeling that it's as addictive as I do, or what? Collins, let's discuss this, please.
Honestly, O Connect is really addictive. If you're on that screen, you don't want to leave. You just stay there and you just play with all the button. Comfort already said it. Comfort favorite. It's just like maybe one day fire will just catch their house. Honestly, you don't just want to leave, because the functions are all there. Everything just in front of you. There is no way you can miss it. There is no way you can say you don't know what to do, because if you mouse over, the icon just tell you what everything is all about. You can use it so easy, so user friendly. Oh my God. It is, I think it's the best of the best conference webinar platform we have. And Ms. Ashford said, we've not seen anything yet. Let's wait, give it 1 or 2 months. We'll see what is in O Connect. Now we are even going crazy. Then just imagine what will it be when the time comes. So I'm so happy and pleased to just be, part of this amazing company. It's so addictive, Comfort.
Exactly. Auntie Lynn says, "Oh, Connect is definitely addictive. It is as if you are in a beautiful world that you never want to leave." That's exactly how it feels, because when you're on it, the other day I was advising that if you're a mom and you think that your children need to go to bed, let them settle in bed first. And you know that they're sleeping and everything, because you may sit here and forget your child is sleeping on the chair. You don't know if you start or connect. So do everything you need to do necessary before you start off your all connect, because it's never getting finished. You're never stopping. It's just so happy, so fun playing with the colors, the backgrounds and all of those things. So Anita, what's been your experience so far?
Well, first of all, let's just say that Ash is probably the only person that's ever been able to manage to have so many people having a meeting with themselves. I mean, so many people are now around the world setting up meetings to have with themselves, because it's easy to do. Excuse me. But it's easy to do, to set that meeting up. Now, initially, I set it up and couldn't get it to work, but eventually I did. And it was just because things are settling down. So if people had a go and they didn't succeed, have a go again, because it's settled down now. It's very simple. Just even set up a meeting on your own, because then you can go into your meeting and you can just sit and play to your heart's content, and you don't even need to worry about what you look like, or if you're in your pajamas, or you're scared about being on a camera. You can just go and play alone. But my advice would be, after doing that, after I'm sure most of us did that, um, find someone to have a meeting with. Obviously I've had a couple now as well. One with obviously Graham, my inviter, and a few others. And I've got some all lined up. I was supposed to do some over this weekend with some of my, my founders, but I've not been well. So I've got different ones slotted in. And I've said to them, look, just even if you just do it on your own, it doesn't matter. Have a play around. And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? You can just go, but who would have ever sat there and gone to a meeting on their own on Zoom, but on O Connect, you just can't help it. And then you think, oh, I'll set another one up because I didn't try that button. So that's the beauty of it. Just play, go play. And yeah, if you don't know who else to have a meeting with, grab any founder, just say, look, have you got a spare half hour to have a practice meeting? And other than that, the best thing really would be to sort of send a link to some friends and family who didn't actually want to come in to ONPASSIVE as a founder, and say, hey, look, this is fantastic, have a go. Send the link to them. So you have to register to be able to have a go, but it's a free trial. You'll love it. And so, you know, we can start doing that and just getting people, because once they've registered to have a go with you, they're registered into your ecosystem under you permanently. So that's a way to get people to come in, is just to tell them you want them to come along and have a little practice meeting with you. So there's lots you can do, but definitely have a practice, a play on your own first. So that's what I did. Got some things working, you know, had a little practice. Then I had a proper meeting, and now I've got some more lined up. And I just think people need to line them up. They don't have any, you know, if they didn't bring any founders in to ONPASSIVE, doesn't matter. Just ask in the group. Any founder free for a half an hour meeting? I'm pretty certain lots of people are hands up. Yeah, me. Let's do it. You know,
Exactly.
practice.
Yeah, sure. So, Graham says, I was on it non-stop on the first day, used up all my 9 lives that day and have hosted a few scenes and attached a few with my users. Listen, Anita, you are the luckiest person here to be on Graham's team. He is so proud of you. Anything you do, Graham makes it this big, and everybody just like, oh my god, that should be me. You know, yesterday he was so proud of you that you were one of the speakers in Manchester, and you are one of his. And oh my god, I just love Graham. And he is here. He's always there to support us. Thank you, Graham. Thank you for sharing and for always being there. Guys, we need to copy this. Take care of your family members, the new family that we've created in ONPASSIVE. That is more than gold and silver. Thank you, Graham. So, Collins, like Anita is just saying that we should practice, practice, practice. You know, I read earlier on where or on at the back office, Michael Williams was encouraging that people should practice, because the more we are on All Connect, that's how much we feed AI with data. So what does that mean? If you can explain it so that people will continue with the game of trying and testing and playing with stuff.
Yeah, it's more about testing and, testing the application, making sure everything works, because the 14 days trial is not only for us to use it for free. The system already, they have a log file, and let me say they have a monitoring system that sees all what we are doing, how we navigate the system, so they can pick the error as quick as possible. So, and that's the beauty about it. So the more we play, they can easily identify, and they can tweak it, they can adjust things. And if you look at O Connect now, there have been a lot of adjustment. You look at the time zone, everything was there, but now they've split it. They've split the hours that you have to spend on the webinar for free, and the date and time settings, and then the zone, the time zone was already there. They've added a lot. They've differentiated between a conference and a webinar. All of those things, things are they're making a lot of adjustment, which is really beautiful. They're making it because they want to do it, make it more simple for us. So if we don't play with it, we don't go on it, there is no way they can see things and adjust. And the most important thing is the concurrency. Because remember, we always talk in the webinars that there will be multiple meetings running simultaneously, in a day, a year or stuff. So we are running webinar now. There's another people as also holding live event. If we don't do that, it will be difficult for the tech team to know if concurrency is working perfectly. But now look at the day, Mr. Alfred said 60 meetings were going on around the globe, which is a beautiful thing. So what Michael Williams said is true. We need to do it so they can perfect it. The more we go on it, we play with it, they can perfect the system until the 14 days trial, they can give a thumbs up and say, wow, now we are ready to open or connect now to the market. Those who are coming in as well as free, they're coming for the free registration. They also see O Connect. They can play with it for 14 days. So the more we play with it, the more the the system will be perfected to look at all of the little things, adjust it and stuff like that, which is a beautiful thing. So, and we just need to go get a hand on it, because if we don't use it, how will you even know what to do? There are people who are using it because it's a new application. Though it is simple, it is very new, but we need to understand what all the functions are, all the functions are, so we can play with it. We can, you can do whatever. And the moment you get a hand on it, it is over, because you will never want to go into any other platform, because most of those platforms, it's so difficult. You look at it, there are things that you don't even know where the functions are. It's so hidden, it's just crazy. I just love O Connect. Let's just go and play with it. Honestly, I'm just encouraging everyone, create a meeting, be a host. Mr. Ashford told us when we were crying to come and experience O Connect. He said, don't worry, we'll give it to you and you can be a host. You can run a webinar on your own. You can sleep on it. This is the time for us to use it. Now, we shouldn't complain. Go and have a look, have a go. Invite your family and your friends. Have a meeting with your family and friends. It's so beautiful to be with them. I've done it. I've created a lot of meetings. Maybe today is almost my 12 meetings I've created, which I'm really enjoying it. Every time when somebody says, okay, let me create meeting, come, let me show you what to do. You can do that straight. You just show the person, give the person host, play with it with the person, and they'll understand it. I've started encouraging some of the church leaders, please, if you have prayer night, use O Connect for free. Use O Connect. You have any prayers, just use it. Today I was helping a lot. Just said, hold it, bring people in, free registration. They can come, because why are you paying Zoom? You are wasting your money, and you have your O Connect for free that can take 500 participants, and you can have 17 people on at a go. Why should I be paying as a church leader for Zoom? Meanwhile, I have O Connect for free. It doesn't make sense.
You're right, Collins, because I think my sister Lori Lund says every day is ONPASSIVE day. Listen, because this would be a topic for tomorrow. We don't want to make it too long so that we don't keep people wait to stay here again for so long. But then let me really bring this up. We with your affiliate link, if you have some prospects who have been following up and wanting to have a look, our leaders say you can give it to such a person who already has an idea what ONPASSIVE is all about. If they ask you for the affiliate link, of course, I've done that too. So I brought a friend a couple of days ago, and it was one day after her son's birthday. So she registered because she was with us in Manchester. The moment I finished, she came to me and said, give me the link. I said, it's not ready. Hold on. She could not wait. So she got the link, registered, and came in. So we played a birthday song for his son. We wrote a beautiful text passing there with the beautiful colors. It was like, oh my God. She just sat there not saying anything. I was not sure what's happening. After that, she said, honestly, she is very happy. She's very satisfied. So that's that's the beauty of ONPASSIVE. That's the beauty of our products, especially O Connect that we have now that's ready to hit the market. Let's keep testing, especially those who can't wait, like myself and the three of us here. We can't wait to sit here speaking to you through O Connect. Let's keep hitting it. Let's feed AI with as much data as we can so that we can get to our destination really quick. I can't wait owning everything O Connect, just spreading it all over the place. And, it's just a wonderful thing. So, guys, let's take a quick round and give either a word of encouragement or anything that you remember important. Just go ahead and do that. Anita, can you try again? I know your voice is not the best.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What I would say to people is this. I know that there's people out there that are saying, what's up? Why do I need to test O Connect? It's not something I'm going to use. I don't do webinars. I don't do meetings, on things like that. And that's fine if you don't. That's absolutely fine. But the thing is, this is so simple to use, so fun to use, but this is your business. And the thing is, this is why I'm trying to encourage everyone that I brought into ONPASSIVE to get on there and have a practice, have a go. Because number one, you need to know really the products that your own business do. Number two, when you see it and you start raving about O Connect, you're selling it without realizing you're selling it. Because you don't need to be a salesperson. In On Passive, you don't need to be a salesperson. You just need to share your excitement of how good something is, just like you would when you're watching a film. You've watched a good film, and you say, "Oh my God, that's a brilliant film." Yeah, blah blah blah. It's no different. If you got onto a connector and you say, "Oh my God, it's got this and it's got the whiteboard and you've got all these little noises you can make and you can do clapping and you can sing happy birthday to someone and blah blah blah." So when you practice with those and you just start telling somebody those things, go, "Wow, what is this? What's it called? Where can I get this?" You go, "Oh, here you go. I've got a link I can give you." Job done. It's going to be that simple. So my recommendation is that it doesn't matter whether people think they're going to need this or use it or anything like that. Get on it, have a go, you'll love it, and then you're going to love sharing it as well. That's my advice.
Yeah, sure, you're right. That's very true. Hi, Gina Liva. Thank you for stopping by. We just hope that you are doing okay. Thanks for joining. And of course, we have a new family member in the house. I've been monitoring his comments. Thank you, Dilip Sen, for joining. And of course, we're here almost every day. When you have time, just stop by and join the family. It's a warm place to be here because everybody we make a team, everybody contributes on the chat or on the panel, and it all makes that whole that we want to give out to the public. Thank you for joining. And of course, Collins, if you have a last quick thing, why not go ahead, say it.
Yeah, so O Connect is real, and we just have to go on and play with it. Use it as a toy. The more you play, the more you become addicted, and you will not want to use any other thing again. It is so beautiful, so easy to use, so simple. Anybody, anywhere can use it. You just need to have a good internet connection, and you are good to go. And those who are listening, please just get it. Get it. It's so easy because it will be the biggest. Whether we like it or not, it is the biggest and the most precious. That's what I'll put it. Web video conferencing platform. Now nobody, nothing can beat that. Nothing. Those who've seen it, they already know. We are already addicted to it. There is just nothing. We don't want to call names. We have seen all, we have used it, and we know how difficult it is to navigate most of those other platforms. That this is it, all connect for us. Mr. Ashmufara look at it and put all the customers, the users at heart. He look at our difficulties because of all of those platforms. He has used it and he knows how difficult it is. So what we are having now is unstoppable. So I will only advise, founders, guests, wherever you are, get used to all connect. Don't say, "Oh, I don't run a webinar." No, it doesn't matter. You can hold a small family meeting because now everything we say, life has just changed. Whether we like it or not, our life have changed since the COVID era. People don't go out again. People use their phones more than never before. People use video conference to have meetings, family meetings and stuff. You can have your group of friends. You say, "Oh, let's hang out here. Let's have our party here." O Connect has it all. There's everything. You can have a party with O Connect. You have the functions there to have a party, celebration, funerals, everything is there. So there is just no way you can say there is nothing. You cannot. The other platform, you can look at it. It's just nothing. It's a mess. But here, you can sit in your own house, have a party as if you are together with your friends, and you go a happy person. Everything is there. We cannot just say it enough, but go and try it. Miss Ashford always tells us what is not there doesn't exist. Comfort always say it. Everything you can think of in your head is in O Connect and it's in ONPASSIVE. So that's what I would say, Comfort. I'm already
Exactly.
addicted. Yeah.
And it's the addiction is real and the love for it is real. The beauty is like compared to nothing. So if all connect were to personify it, I'll call her a beautiful, gorgeous lady. I think she's more beautiful than Helen of Troy. For those of you who know this lady. So if all connect were a lady, she will not walk past you, Collins, without you turning your neck to look except that you have a stiff neck. That lady O Connect is gorgeous. Guys, go have a look if you haven't yet. We have dropped some links here in the comment section or in the chat section. If you think that you are new, you don't know what we're talking about, just visit our ecosystem, have a look, and you have the privilege of accessing the 2-week or 14-day free trial of O Connect, so that you have an idea of what we are talking about. So thank you once again, family, and see you again really soon. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Steve. Bye.